last season.
Yes.
Look, almost going down this season.
Because of the same protest, because these players have not been paid. Sometimes they pay, they don't pay, they complain, they don't have to take it to complain to. Even at one point, Solomon Ogbede, the coach of the team, keep begging these players. And they say, coach, we can't beg us at this point in time. The league is ending. And if at this end, I know what these players will say. That was a player I called, I won't mention his name. He said, boss, if this money don't enter our hand, now voice me. I don't tell you. And you have to take that to that.
All right, we are appealing to the good people of Bayelsa.
The government of Bayelsa.
The government of Bayelsa. The good people of Bayelsa. Please, let's do something for these boys. I mean, please.
There are Bayelsa indigents in this team.
Yes.
The top scorer in that team is the Bayelsa indigent.
It's not even a matter of
No, I'm saying if
a laborer is worthy of his wage. It's as simple as that.
For the sake of the players, the top players of Bayelsa in that team is an indigent of Bayelsa State.
Whether indigent or not indigent, these guys have worked for their money. What we're saying is these guys are due their wages and they should get it. So please, let something happen. Let's move away from Bayelsa. Let's go north to the north, because before we are accused of focusing only on teams in the south, Port Harcourt, Uyo, and Bayelsa. Let's go to the north. Where is this?
These are players of Academy Warriors. They,
So
they left their base in Kanu where they are.
I went to Maiduguri.
I went straight to Maiduguri. In spite of the crisis there, they had to go because very keen. Look at players of Academy.
70% of sign-on fee of our sign-on fee and salary.
One.
That's what
14 months.
14 months.
Match bonuses.
Oh, no.
7 months salary arrears.
Oh no.
And the players are complaining. And they carry placard even in front of the government house, led by their captain Bama Bukai, who is also an indigent of Borno State. So it's like an offspring. It's going from club to club. So it means that the other clubs who have not paid their players know that this is what
is going to happen. And we are told that the next one could be Warri Wolves. We are told could be Warri Wolves. So anyway, let's hope that this is sorted out as quickly as possible. We hope that this is going to be the last time we'll be seeing things like this, very ugly scenes like this, for those who every week sweat it out, get injured, travel long distances just to make you and I happy with football being played in Nigeria. I really hope that the LMC and everybody involved will do something for this player. Dumnodi, still one more issue to trash out before, as we get closer to the end of the show tonight. Nasarawa United and Giwa FC. That issue has been on and on and on. And the story today
for the
is
second
that
week now.
For the second week, the issue is still running. And there's supposed to be a game tomorrow.
Yes.
According to the O&D. According to the O&D, that's the disciplinary committee decision of the NFF. There's supposed to be a game tomorrow between Giwa and Nasarawa United. But Nasarawa United have appealed the decision of the O&D for that game to be played. So that's the situation. That's the latest now. Nasarawa have appealed the decision of that game to be played. So let's quickly go on to talk to the chairman of the league management company, Ondo Karabo. He joins us on Sports Tonight. Honorable Ondo Karabo, thank you for joining us on Sports Tonight. My own worry is not so much about who is right or who is wrong. My own worry is about the possibility of still ending this season on Sunday, the 16th of November.
Well, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Let me address the more fundamental matter that you were addressing earlier, and the question of outstanding salaries to the players. You recall this was the theme, the emphasis of start of campaign this season, that the football clubs had to show proof that they really were in a position to sustain involvement in the league. We asked for a financial performance guarantee. Most of you scoffed at it, probably didn't understand it, but laconically, this helps my case. You probably now understand why we wanted it. Hopefully, the lessons here, if you don't have the money, just don't come up attempting to play in the league. This embarrassment is just too much for the nation. It's not fair that young men and women, particularly the men who are in our league, who are entertaining, offering value and keeping the nation one, offering us a thread of unity, are put in a position where they are seen as being exploited. So I would not be happy if I don't address that. Please, club proprietors, generally state governments, address this. Otherwise, you live with the moral burden of exploiting young ones. Next season, understand when we say bring up performance guarantee. And indeed, you don't need to play in the Premier League if you can't. I have developed a means, the LFC has been working day and night to find how to devolve ownership of clubs from state governments who are otherwise engaged in providing other social amenities or services to the public. Let your community get engaged. For as little as 2,500 naira a month, you can spend ownership of the clubs to 20,000, and the clubs will thrive and they will be able to sustain them with long history. Earlier today, I saw somebody making reference to Shanti Kotoko or Heart of Oaks with a long history of over 50 years. Today in Nigeria, we don't have any club with that kind of pedigree. Why? Because we have changed, moved from private ownership to community to government. Neither one of them is sustainable. What has been proven, as we found out this season, 8 of the clubs in the CAF Champions League, 8 of them, the last 7 are community-owned. Why are we not doing that in Nigeria? That appears to be the way to go to avoid this kind of problem. So that's my major concern. As to whether the league would end on Sunday this season, yes, it would. It will end on Sunday. I understand. I know that there's the Nasarawa and possibly Nembe case before the appeals committee. That is the NFF appeals committee, not the electoral committee. It will be hard. There's still enough time to act one way or the other to bring this case to full closure next Sunday. But they are not as fundamental as the issue of outstanding payment to players.
Well, thank you, Chairman, League Management Company, Honorable Nduka Arabo, for clarifying that position to us on the program tonight. So we'll wait to see what the appeals come up with tomorrow when they hear when they hear the case of Nasarawa against Giwa, and then we'll be able to pick it up from there. All right, Bumnodi, I must say thank you so much for your time. Go and work behind the scene and make sure that those boys are also able to get. I think you know what I think we should do as we wrap up. I think we should be showing this every day. Yes. Maybe this will put pressure on the state government.
For the river soon.
Everybody, yes. not just Rivers. El Kanemi, Bayelsa, Akwa have paid.
I think giving the players the money.
They are going to find out.
No, it has been released.
And then Rivers. We have to be doing this every day until we are sure that the players have what is due them. I think we have to wrap it up on that note this Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow with even a bigger and a more exciting edition of Sports Tonight. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye now.